Happy Self Love Sunday, ladies. I hope that you're doing well. I hope that your journeys are going well. I cannot believe it is officially May. The funny part about that is some months I feel like it's going extremely slow, especially with all this quarantine, stay at home order stuff. And then I blink and I'm like, wow, we're in May. So today I kind of wanted to come to you to talk about something that happened, as a matter of fact, just yesterday. So because we have this quarantine happening, I really wanted to start cleaning out the house, like getting the garage and stuff cleaned out. And to be very candid, I've been planning for quite some time to move to a warmer weather state. So I'm like, you know what? Now is the perfect time for me to get rid of stuff, clean stuff out, just so I'm prepared for whenever I make that move, right? So we're cleaning out the garage yesterday. I had my two baby girls because I do have an older daughter who is in New York, who is 20, and that's Alexis, and then Kamora, who is 18, and then I also have my baby boy Cameron, who is 15 years old and just rambunctious and so much, but we can't talk about Cameron right now. So we're cleaning out the garage, we're listening to music, we're dancing because this is what we do. Like we don't do anything without music. So we're dancing, we're getting it in. And we're going through the boxes. And I'm going to tell you the best compliment that I received. Kamora was reading a book she had. It was like about thoughts or whatever from back. I think she said it was like 2011 or 2012. I can't remember. But she was reading some of the things that she wrote because she said she was going to write a book. And she wrote in there, I hate my mom. I hate my mom. She messes up a good day or something, or she's mean on a good day, something like that, right? Now I know what parents are thinking. All kids say they hate their moms when they're younger, but here's the key to it, right? So they were talking about me and how I was back then, and basically I was very I considered some of it military, but a lot of it was generational things passed down of how I discipline, right? The things that I would say, things that I would do in regards to school or whatever, right? That's just who I was, right? And I thought it was right because I've seen it play out many times. And I just want to be clear, I'm not talking about spankings. I know people think that, but there's other generational things you can pass down to your children, things that may have been said to you and that you pass down, or you hear being said in front of you that you pass down because and you feel like you've turned out pretty good, right? So it must be okay. So we were talking about it, and they were like, Mom, you were the devil, right? They just giving it to me. Now, meanwhile, we're saying this, but we're laughing, right? We're laughing about it. And Kamora says, yeah, that was way before the self-love days. And man, they're laughing about it. We're talking about it. But it makes me extremely emotional because it said a lot of things to me. It said, they recognized the work, they see the progress, and I felt like, yes, I'm tearing out. I felt like all my hard work to loving me and getting myself into a peaceful, loving space, which is what I live in majority of the time. So that doesn't mean I won't give somebody the business, but majority of the time, that's the space that I live in. They recognize that. We were even laughing because I was like, yeah, some of the things you guys say to me today, you wouldn't have dared say it back then, right? And they were like, no, we wouldn't have. But it's a different world today, and it's a different world because we talk about things. I'm very human to them. I'm their mother, yes, now, and they know respect is everything, and they don't cross boundaries, but we talk about things. I talk to them instead of talking at them. And for a lot of us, especially in the African American community, we were brought up, you were talked at, you weren't talked to, right? So you didn't get, you had the things children were to be seen and not heard, and stay in a child's place, and you talk about, give you something to cry for, all these things that are passed down. And here's a beautiful thing. Here's the beautiful thing about all of it. You can make a disclaimer on your life and say, it was a generational curse until it got to me. That's how I felt yesterday. Because I took the time out of my life to heal past traumas, because I took the time out of my life to learn how to love and care for myself, because I took the time out to self evaluate and self assess my toxic behaviors and get to the root of it all. And it was very hard, and it was very long, and it was very painful to do every single one of the things that I did to get me to this place. But I have to tell you, cleaning that garage yesterday, watching my kids be happy, watching them dance, and watching them be able to express how they felt about me pre self-love, in understanding that growth and seeing how it affected them to the point of how they turned out. Meaning they're not, I want to be clear, they're not perfect kids. They're kids. They get into regular stuff. But for the most part, they're good. They're so good. This pandemic is going on, and I hear people talking about how their kids are breaking down and crying. My kids are just chilling. They're chilling because I'm chilling. They are in a good space because I'm in a good space, right? And we're able to talk through things and talk about things, and that felt amazing, and it feels amazing. It feels amazing. It feels amazing to be able to take that in and understand that some of those things got to me, and I was able to work on them so they won't go past me, because I'm sure that my children, when they become parents, are going to keep breaking curses too, because some may have passed to them, but for the most part, they stopped with me. They stopped with me. And it was funny, I walked in Kamora's room the other day, and she has this little white sheet of paper, and I pretend that I don't know the things that I do, and she has an I am, and she has I am powerful, I am this, I am that, and that's something that I do. So to see that they're picking up on the good things because I am choosing good things. I am no longer leaving my happiness in other people's hands. No one pushes my happy button anymore. I push it. So when people come into my life now, it's overflow. And it feels amazing. It feels amazing. So when I do these videos and I'm talking about self-love and self-care, and all the things that I had to do to get me to this space, this is why it's important. That's why it's important. Especially if we're parents. I realized that my behavior didn't just affect my kids. It was just so happened I was talking. It affected everyone around me. So now that I'm in this space, this behavior, this Mo is what everyone calls me, is affecting everyone around me. And she shows up in love. She shows up filled with love. She shows up peaceful. She shows up with peace of mind. And I know it's overwhelming. And it's funny because a friend of mine said to me last night, it's like, you're too good to be true. It's not that it's too good to be true. Anyone and everyone can feel and have this, but it's a choice. You have to choose to want to heal your past traumas. You have to choose to want to be happy. You have to choose in the midst of any storm that's going on around you to say, you know what? I know that all is going to be well. I know that if I follow these small steps every single day to give me positivity, I know if I follow these small steps every day to heal, I know if I follow these small steps every day to feel my spirit, I'm going to be okay. And because I'm okay, and because I made those choices to break those generational curses, and because I made the choice to say it stops with me, now everybody around me gets to benefit off of that love. Everybody, including you, because I sit and do these videos, and and it's also a podcast, and I'm so happy to share it with you, to be able to say what people would be like, that's a horrible comment. Mom, you were the devil back then, was the best compliment I ever received. Because when she said that was before the self-love days, that feels amazing. Amazing that they see, that they know, and that they feel the love that I now have for myself. So I wanted to share that with you. Because I know a lot of people think, why spend the time healing? Why spend the time doing these self-love videos? Why spend the time wanting to be a life coach for women? It's because if I can get women, and I know I say women, but because that's my focus, but I feel like saying for men too, to understand this, to understand that you can have a negative, nasty attitude, be stank, have trust issues, go off on people, and just be kind of like bullyish, and then go from having a loving, kind spirit. I'm still a warrior, don't get that twisted, but I'm a beautiful warrior now. It feels amazing on this side. It feels amazing on this side to know that you've come from welfare, being a 16 and pregnant mom, to know all those things that I know about myself. I've come a very long way and I'm proud. And I want all women to sit and say, come a very long way, I'm proud. I did the best what I could in the moment. But now I'm going to start breaking these chains that bind me and that hold me back and that hold me down. And I hope and pray that you make that choice too. But if you ever need any help, if you ever need any assistance on how to break those chains, how and what I did to get to this side, please reach out. I am always, always here for you. Moesassfitness@gmail.com. Moe Sass Fitness LLC on Facebook and Instagram. Just message me, reach out. Let's get there. The world needs more people to show up in love. Especially, do you not get that now? If you're not showing up in love, you're not showing up. Come on and join me. Let me help you get there. I love you for listening today. Have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your Sunday, and I will be back next week.